Hello, this is Philip Cargom. This is Tea with a Druid, brought to you by the Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids. It's lovely to see everyone gathering. Hi to all these regulars I recognize, Naomi and Silenos and Liz and Sue and Lloyd down in Gisborne, New Zealand, fantastic. And Natalie, yes. And happy birthday. Somebody's having a 70th birthday this month. And we've got, who have we got? Sonia from Morocco and New Mexico and Ottawa, Dartmoor, Prince Edward Island, Newfield, New York. Hello, Rascal, somebody says. That's what I say to my grandkids. Hi, Italy, Virginia, Georgia, USA. I can't cope. South Teesside, Florida, cloudy Pacific Northwest coast, Orkney, southern Brazil, where are we? Bolton, Bromley, Kiev, fantastic. Hello, Elena. Yes, how just lovely to see everybody. Ulla, yeah, Gabrielle from Bavaria, yes. So good to see everybody gathering. And as we gather, let's take this time just to take some slow, deep breaths together. And then breathe out fully and deeply, allowing us to settle. Just tuning in to the group spirit that we've developed here over the years. So even if you're new, a big warm welcome to you. If you're watching the recording, a big warm welcome. Tea with the Druid has been going for 7 years, and it has a particular feeling about it, which is why I think people come back. It's like we all need a regular time, I think, just to come together with like-minded folk and to slow down and tune in. And so maybe you'd like to just take a moment to check inside, see how you're doing. How would you describe how you're feeling today? And then just come out and type in how you're feeling. Hello, Gunilla from Finland. Good to see you here. Yeah. Julia Foss, 7 years, been here to the day. That's fantastic, Julia. Drowsy, energized, motivated, restless, content, accomplished and drained, calm and content, bubbling like a fizzy drink, sore but feeling good, relaxed, tired but restless, feeling mellow, peaceful and grounded, relaxing, cautiously optimistic, frazzled today, hopeful, drained, probably due to COVID, bit tired but good, sharp but calm, positive, happy, even with a dislocated shoulder. Wow. My old self, amazing. A proud and happy feeling in Hamburg. A little nervous, relaxing after too much work today. A little nervous, hopeful, a bit more settled, a bit naughty. Hooray. Okay, resting. Very sleepy, but happy to be here. Peaceful, sad but serene, distracted, glad my ponds are filling up, pleased at efforts at work today, stuffed, full of daughter's birthday curry, trying to lean into radical trust, chilled, first day back at work after 6 weeks, positive and ready to get going again, back into the new term, feeling liminal, sad and exhausted after the death of our cat, happy and contented, sad but hopeful, relaxed and calm. What a range of feelings. What a range of feelings. Tired and drained. Yes. I'm feeling very tired, actually. But yeah. But good to be with you, and lovely to be here. And it's the beginning of September, and I don't know how. It depends where you are, I guess. But down in the south of England, it feels like summer is definitely starting to tiptoe out the door and wave goodbye. Although it's still sunny, but also we've had fantastic amounts of rain, which has been wonderful. The garden has been loving it. You can feel the trees and the plants soaking it in. It's been great to have that rain. But the nights are drawing in. You can see I've had to close the curtains because, you know, when it goes dark outside, the glass looks horrible on this. So things are changing and shifting, and I'm always surprised when summer starts to go. I kind of wish it would go on forever, but it can't, of course. Now, let me beg your indulgence. I would like to play you a 1-minute film because I want to talk about the power of the group. There's a way in which, you know, there's a wonderful phrase. I don't know who said it. No snowflake ever feels it started an avalanche, which is a great phrase. It's got nothing to do with the use of the term snowflakes to indicate, I don't know what they indicate, liberals or something. It's nothing to do with that. It's real snowflakes. No snowflake ever feels it started an avalanche. So it's about the way in which movements occur with small contributions. And this video is self-explanatory. You may have seen it before, in which case apologies, but it's only going to take a minute to play it to you. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll be back in a minute. I've spent the last 2 years watching with despair what's been happening and unfolding in Gaza and Ukraine, seeing such suffering and thinking, well, there's nothing I can do. But then a few days ago, I thought, well, there is something I can do, actually. I make online courses. I write books. Why don't I make an online course and offer the fees for that, all of them, 100%, to Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders, who go in and relieve suffering in these war-torn areas. And I've created a course, which I hope you'll find really inspiring and helpful. It's called How to Stay Sane in an Insane World, full of strategies for helping. And it's just €15, $15, £15. But thousands of people have bought my online courses. And so if a few thousand people or 1,000 people buy this course, we can give a really substantial amount to help relieve suffering. And we can make a little difference, however small. So do please join me. Oh, there we go. So there you go. The idea here is just that for a start, I'm not asking for a donation. I'm just saying, look, I've created this course. It's full of, I think, really, really helpful ideas. I started work on this probably 15 years ago. I think it was triggered by 9/11 and then, you know, various other things that happened in the world. And I gradually developed a kind of set of strategies for how to maintain equilibrium, how to stay in touch with our kind of core values and our core self, even in the face of disaster and so on, and a tough world. And so I've put it together with some films, and you know, it's like about seven strategies, and then it's about nine sections. So it's, you know, a substantial course, and it's just €15, $15, £15. So it's a small amount of money that hopefully you know, most of us can afford, and yet. Because thousands, I mean, 6,000 people have done my Yoga Nidra retreat, the Garden of Flowing in Perpetual Happiness. So that's, you know, there's lots of people. So if we can get a whole bunch of people to do that individually, it's a small amount. It's, you know, very little. But as a group, we can perhaps it can save 1 life, 2 lives. I don't know. I don't know how much. Say if we raised $15,000 to Doctors Without Borders, I don't know how much, you know, on the ground difference that will make, but it will certainly make some difference, I would hope. So there we go. So what I'm inviting you to do is really engage in an experiment with me, a kind of community. Let's see if we can leverage the power of this group. There's this lovely community of people over the years. I don't know how many this Tea with the Druid community is. Obviously, it's open to the public, and new people arrive all the time, and that's lovely to welcome new people. So people come and go and so on. But I would imagine I don't know. I mean, we through all the 4 channels, we get up to 4,000 views on those 4 channels over time. Perhaps there's a core of 500 people, perhaps 1,000. I don't know. But so we're talking about significant numbers, and hopefully we can make a difference. So I've posted the link, but I'm going to post it again. You'll see that, and it would be lovely to have you on board. And each lesson in this online course has a comment section. You can contribute as well. You can help to build it. One of the reasons I like these courses is it's a community. It's not like writing a book where it's just what you've written and it goes out there into the world. It's although I've written the course and it's up there, you can actually add your ideas and contribute to that, and that stays up in perpetuity. So do join me in that, and let's check back in a month's time and see how much we've done. And Natalie's saying, is the link on the Hearth? I'm going to put that on. I put it in the mental health practitioners group on the Hearth, which reaches about 500 people as well. There are all these different groups we have. I mean, you might be in a group that has, in the Order of Bards, Ovates and druids, we have a mental health practitioners group that has 567 people in it. So I told them about it yesterday. And then there are other groups. There are thousands of people in the Druid Hearth, thousands of people in the Order of Bards, Ovates and druids, and so on. So let's see how many people do this. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. So that's that. I wanted to share that with you. And Silenos here mentioned that he was camping over the weekend and looking up at the stars every night. And I thought it might be nice for us to do that now. There's a way in which research shows that our physical bodies cannot distinguish between reality and fantasy, which is why in PTSD, when you go through a flashback, your body reacts as if you're back in Afghanistan or Vietnam or wherever you had the trauma occurring to you, which is awful, of course, but we can use that fact about the way the nervous system works in a positive way. And in fact, we use it every Monday on Tea with a Druid because we imagine something very positive. And as a result, we affect our physiologies, our nervous systems, our bodies. There's been a fascinating study done by the Max Planck Institute in Germany, the famous Max Planck Institute. And it's a part of it where they study neuroplasticity, this wonderful capacity for the neurons in the brain and nervous system to regenerate and make connections and so on. And they've hang on, because this sounds awful, but it's not. They've gone into a nature reserve and they've taken a 360-degree view of a clearing in the forest. They've gone into a sacred grove, if you like, and they've filmed all the trees around, and they've run that in a virtual headset, and they've tried this experiment on 350 people, of where they go into this clearing in the forest, and then they have a soundtrack of birdsong, forest noises, and with the full experience, they also have the essence of the pine trees as well. So they're getting the full experience. And then what they've done is they've done a scientific experiment with a control group who aren't wearing the VR sets, a group that just had the smell, just had the music, the sound, birdsong, and then just had the video of the VR, or a group that had the whole lot. And surprise, surprise, they discovered that the group with the whole lot have discernible positive effects from this. And you might say, well, this is awful. I mean, are we all going to end up with headsets on, not bothering to go out into the real world? And surely we should be encouraging people to go out into nature, into the forest. And yes, of course we should. But the point is, For a lot of people, that's not possible. Think of all the applications in hospitals, in nursing homes, in people with illness, and just us plain folk that can't get out for whatever reason. We might be living in the middle of a city and we can get out at the weekend, but not during the week, and so on and so on. So there's absolutely nothing wrong in my book with this approach, and in fact it can have very positive effects. And we work with precisely this effect in Tea with a Druid, but we don't bother with the VR headsets. We use the power of our own creative abilities and our soul strength, our capacities at a spiritual level, if you like, on a psychological level, to tune in to this other reality. But there you go. It's always good to have scientific support for something that you're doing, because I guess some people would say, well, you're closing your eyes on a Monday evening and imagining you're in a forest for a few minutes. What good can that possibly do? Well, the answer is it can, and the research can prove it. So there you go. And thank you. I'm seeing people at Haley just purchased the course. That's absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. I'll pop the link in again in case it's flown past you in the comments. It's really lovely to have you on board. Let's really prove the power of community. Let's be able to say, wow, you know, all the folks on Tea with a Druid really helped to make this substantial donation to Médecins Sans Frontières. And I saw Philosophical Phoenix saying I work with MSF and they are truly wonderful. Yes, they are a fantastic organization. And if you don't know about them, do Google. I've put their website link you know, on the front page of the course, the msf.org, and you can have a look at what they do. It's incredible. So let's go into the sacred clearing now. Let's do this. Let's gently close our eyes or soften our gaze if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you'd like to, you might like to gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. The first act of magic, dropping down into a deeper level of consciousness. Sense now the walls around you. How are you sensing them? Your eyes are closed, but you're feeling the walls and the ceiling above you, the floor beneath you. Are you just evoking a memory? Are you just remembering that these things are there? Are you using some sort of sixth sense to feel the walls in the distance? I don't know what the answer is, and it's different for each of us, perhaps. I don't know. But it's an interesting question. Perhaps it's just a memory. And perhaps that makes it easier for your sense of the walls now to gently fade. And the ceiling and floor too, to gently fade away as you find yourself in a clearing in the forest, in the sacred grove of the Druids. You take in a slow, deep breath, hold for a moment, and then breathe out slowly and fully. And you do this again. And as you breathe in the forest air and the smell of the trees, and as you breathe out, you sense yourself settling on the ground, finding your spot in the circle, seeing this circle of hundreds of like-minded people around you. The trees around us, the dry earth beneath us, and the bright stars above us twinkling in the sky. And let's just lie down now. Just if it feels okay, just lay back on the earth. And you might need to move to get comfortable, but there's lots of moss on this forest floor. It's really soft. And you just lie there and for a moment just tune into your back and just feel the support of the earth. And allow that sense of being at one with the earth just to be present. As if you're a part of the earth now, just like a leaf lying on the forest floor. You're just lying here, at one with the forest floor, in company with the leaves, and sensing the energy of the earth beneath you. And it's as if you can feel the energy of the mycelium, of all the roots, of all the creatures there, of the minerals and crystals. Everything is energy. Everything is life. And all this energy is just washing through you too. So you can allow yourself just to relax deeply as the energy of the earth bathes every cell of your body, bringing healing, bringing a sense of calm and stability. Dear Earth, dear Mother Earth, I love to let go to you, just allowing all my tension to be released, just relaxing and feeling you supporting me here, holding me in the palm of your hand. And you sense the roots of the trees sunk deep into the earth. And your consciousness moves now to awareness of being supported by the trees, our brothers and sisters around us. These noble beings, these beings whose lives are dedicated to giving us oxygen, to giving us fruit and nuts, to giving us the books that we read, the beds that we lie on, the furniture and the houses that we live in, the warmth that comes when we burn them. These beings dedicated to giving are standing here, protecting us, guiding us, inspiring us. And you breathe in the perfume of the trees now. And see if you can sense the aroma of the trees, the essential oils that they're exuding. And if you can't, a little trick to develop the imagination is to pretend that you can. Just pretend you can smell the trees. If you could smell the trees, what would they smell like? Ah, yes, they would smell of pine. That lovely, clear smell. Perhaps they'd smell of lime, chestnut, oak. Breathing in the perfume of the trees, and then gazing up at the night sky. And let's breathe in the energy of the sky now. And as you breathe in the energy of the sky, notice the different quality of energy, how different it is to the earth energy as you breathe it in and you feel it influencing all the cells in your body. Slow, strong, deep breath in, the energy of the sky filling my being, flowing through my being, energizing every cell in my body. And now sense how the energy of the sky can mingle with the energy of the earth within the center of your being. And centered in yourself now, gaze up at the stars with your inner eyes, or just with your inner eyes closed. You may not be seeing them or looking at them, but knowing that they're there and becoming open now to the energy of the stars, and just allowing those energies coming from the stars to enter into your energy field. Welcoming in that bright light, no need to analyze or work out what's going on or what it means, simply allowing it. May this starlight be an inspiration to me. May these stars open me to awe and wonder. May my soul expand to the vastness of the universe. May I be at one with these shining stars. And now move your awareness to your energy field. Become aware of your energy field, your body, and appreciate the tiny nature of the energy that's entered into you. I mean, you may feel it really strongly, but what I mean by tiny nature is it's like these little points of starlight. Stars are tiny points of light, aren't they, when you look up at them? Really small. And yet, we are so grateful for their presence, and their energy can be so strong and so beautiful. An appreciation of these tiny points of light that we've opened to, and all that we have received. With our thanks to the stars and to the moon, to the sun, to the element of air, to the trees, and the element of earth, we give thanks. And we place the palms of our hands on the earth now. May this earth be truly blessed. May the land be blessed. And then we move our hands up to take the hands of the person to either side of us, so we can feel the energy of the group now. Feeling supported, sustained, in community, in connection. And we ask that peace might prevail on earth. May all life be blessed. May the land be blessed. A little gentle squeeze to the hand to either side of you, and allow your hands to come together by your heart, over your heart. And as you do this, you ask that your life might be blessed, that your body might be blessed, and your awareness of the body starts to grow stronger as your awareness now of being in the sacred grove begins to fade. And as it begins to fade, you become more and more aware of being fully present here and now in front of your computer or your screen or your tablet until when you feel ready, you open your eyes. Leslie Harvey is saying Teachable would not accept. I wish you could do PayPal. It does. It does. If you go into on that course page, I know there are lots of tabs at the bottom, but it's if you press the dollar one, even if you don't use dollars, even if you're in the UK or another country, you use that one, $15. When you click on it, it'll take you to a page, and that will accept PayPal. It doesn't accept PayPal in sterling. It only does it in dollars. It's one of those odd things. So there you go. I should make that clearer in the thing. Yeah. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being present. And much love and many blessings. Now, next week, I'm going to be in Scotland, but I've recorded a conversation with a lovely guy, Muncan McGann, who I quoted. I read from his book a couple of weeks back, and I got hold of him in Ireland, and we had a great conversation, and I've recorded it. So it's pre-recorded, but it's talking with him called Listening to the Land Speak. So do enjoy that, and I'll see you in a fortnight. Or I'll see you around the fire in about 5 minutes if you have access to the Druid Hearth. Okay, thanks. Bye, everybody. Have a lovely week.